Worldwide cities face similar challenges. This has become even more visible through the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. What can we learn from the pandemic? How can we sustainably transfer innovative solutions from the pandemic to the future? To tackle these questions and to support cities and municipalities in finding digital solutions for their current local challenges, the German Federal Ministry of the Interior, Building and Community initiated the International Digital Ideas Competition, Solutions for Cities. Several divisions of the Department for Urban Development and Housing of the Federal Ministry set the strategic framework of the competition. They worked closely together to define the 6 areas of action, which are social cohesion, access, vibrant urban and local centers, mobility, resilience, digital competence. These 6 areas were based on the actual interests and challenges of cities worldwide and provided a comprehensive framework for clustering them.
In the next step, we invited the partner cities of the International Smart Cities Network to join the competition. So the German Smart Cities model projects Bamberg, Kaiserslautern, Kassel, Süderbrarup and Wolfsburg participated in the process, as well as the metropolitan area of Guadalajara from Mexico, Miraflores from Peru, Fortaleza from Brazil, and Kochi, Coimbatore and Bhubaneswar from India.
During a 2-day virtual challenge lab, design thinking coaches supported the city representatives from the 11 participating cities to frame their current local challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
The challenge labs were the starting point of an innovation process based on the principles of design thinking. So during the challenge labs, we focused on understanding the challenges together with the participating cities. It was all about developing empathy for the situation and the needs of the citizens to get a clearer perspective on the issue. The participants first focused on their actual problem and formulated this problem as a how might we question. This type of question provides information about the specific context of the challenge, the problem itself, and the goal for a potential solution. In a second step, the city representatives defined the users who would benefit from a digital solution for the challenge, and accordingly, they adopted their perspective. The teams also examined eventual constraints and repeatedly reviewed the solution. So it was an iterative process, allowing the participants to collect as many ideas as possible on the one hand and supporting decision-making processes on the other.
It was really useful to use the citizen-centered approach, since our initial project was actually thought from that user perspective. So it was really useful because during the whole process, the team was guiding us and made us think in all of the aspects that were really important for our project, so it can be actually realistic and helpful to our city.
The Global Call for Solutions was launched in October 2020 at the Smart Country Convention in Berlin. Startups, other cities, research institutes, or simply bright minds had the opportunity to submit their digital solutions. A total of 62 solutions were submitted as answer to the local city challenges. After a call for solution was closed, the submissions were evaluated based on previously defined selection criteria. The criteria were published beforehand and were designed to ensure the sustainability of the solutions and their orientation towards the common good. The criteria defined the following requirements: strengthen the sense of community, foster citizen participation, inclusion and open innovation, contribute to urban development goals, improve municipal services, promote green and healthy cities, strengthen the local economy and digital ecosystem, address privacy and security, design for scalability, adaptability and transferability.
Digital transformation offers cities and communities new opportunities to meet key challenges in urban development, particularly in times of COVID-19. This requires normative guidelines to ensure a sustainable and common good-oriented use of innovative solutions. Therefore, we established a set of selection criteria for the Solution for Cities Digital Ideas competition. The criteria were the benchmark for selecting the submitted solutions during the call for solution and for choosing the winning teams at the end of the competition. The elaboration of the criteria was based on the principles and guidelines of the German Smart City Charter and the principles of digital development. They are likewise designed to point the way for potential future implementation of the solutions. By developing the criteria of the competition, we wanted to ensure that the selected digital solutions do not become an end in itself, but serve and address the needs of the citizens. Digital transformation has the potential to prepare municipalities with the capacity to meet the growing demand and challenges worldwide and to always act in the best interest of society. However, we can only reach its full potential by establishing clear rules of the game, such as the solution for city selection criteria.
After reviewing the submitted solutions, the challenge-owning cities ultimately had the final say and selected the solutions they deemed most applicable. Together with the selected solution providers, the cities joined the virtual 3-day scalathon. The teams developed concepts for the refinement and adaptation of the solution to the identified local challenges. During the scalathon, the teams were again guided and supported by design thinking coaches. Together, they developed a comprehensive concept and timeline for the adaptation of the solution, emphasizing the innovative and user-centered approach towards the problem, the operating principles and integration into local contexts, as well as the stakeholders and required resources.
For the Scalathon, we brought participating cities together with their selected solution providers to refine and to adapt the solutions as an answer to the challenge of the city. Our design thinking coaches thereby created inspiring digital spaces and equipped the participants with the tools to help them become innovative problem solvers. At the start, the teams picked up the design challenge and adapted it to the solution. Once more, the major task here was to take on the perspective of the users and to describe what the solution can do to solve the problem and how citizens will benefit from it. In this way, they were able to collect ideas and think in various directions before then narrowing it down and creating a common understanding of the challenge and how the solution will solve it in the best possible way. On this basis, the teams established a work plan addressing operating principles, milestones, responsibilities, and next steps on the way to the final solution, which was all written down in a comprehensive timeline. At the end of the 3-day workshop, each team had the opportunity to pitch its solution and explain everyone how they will solve the challenge and how people will benefit from it.
Thanks to very, very good coaching and very good coaches, was a very useful method, and it worked really well from the framing of the challenge to the end, where it got really constructive, and at the end we really had a fully formulated pitch that really had the bullet points to all the necessary and important points.
I would say that it was such a great vibe and synergy between the municipality and us as a solution provider, and also together with our coach, to put our minds together and to be able to bring the solution from a very, let's say, abstract situations and to put it in a very clear context. It was amazing, and it was done only in 3 days. So I definitely would recommend this process and this way of organization.
The results of the teamwork were summarized and presented in pitch decks at the end of the Scalathon. In a next step, the collaborative committee, which included the participating cities, decided on the winning teams of the ideas competition. Based on the selection criteria, the best digital solution was selected for each of the 6 areas of action. The winning teams were announced at the New Leipzig Charter Digital Symposium in December 2020.
When we started planning for the Ideas Competition Solutions for Cities, there were a lot of open questions. What is it that we can offer our partner cities? And what can they learn from the method? How can we ensure added value for the municipalities? In the end, it turned out that this innovative format especially enabled new interactions between different actors. It was a clearly structured process. The design challenge was very user-oriented, and the cities could find a variety of digital solutions in a very short period of time. And they were able to adapt them according to the local needs. Another aspect was that the design thinking sprints showed that innovative solutions are not necessarily characterized by reinventing the wheel. The innovation was rather characterized by reinterpreting existing solutions, by combining them and by using them according to the needs of the target group. that was an interesting experience. And at the end of the day, we just hope that the ideas competition has inspired the courage of the participants so that they continue engaging in new formats and that they will be able to take something with them from the design thinking methods into their daily municipal routine. For us, it was a very useful experience. Together, we learned a lot from the partners all over the world and about their challenges with the COVID-19 pandemic. And we found new ways to solve problems in a cooperative and innovative way. And I think we will continue to do so in the future for the common good and for a good, integrated and sustainable urban development.